Hey, hi there, everybody. Boy, this is a good group of screamers, huh,
It
Roscoe?
sure is. They're pretty
betcha.
special guys, you know? Yeah, I like these guys.
Now, first thing before we get started today, remember all those commercials that you see Roscoe and I in where we're talking about strangers?
Wait, Ranger Charlie, I've been wondering about that myself, you know, about the stranger stuff, you know? What exactly is a stranger? I don't get this stranger. I mean,
What do you mean you don't get what? You don't
well, what's a stranger look like? I mean, do they look like, oh, you know, like would they wear goofy sunglasses kind of like these?
Well,
right here?
maybe.
Huh? Maybe sunglasses like, or how about these little red masks? Would they go around wearing this red mask?
Maybe, I guess they could.
Okay, what if they were going to wear like this little yellow helmet? Would they wear that?
I think so.
Well, it doesn't make any sense. Anything I wear, you just automatically. Wait.
It's okay. You know what? I bet you a lot of the kids at home don't really know what a stranger looks like either.
So they're confused too.
Yeah, a special friend of mine named Michael Rosen is coming on the show.
Well, that's
and
neat.
he's going to show us what to look for so we know what a stranger even looks like, because I don't know either.
That would be great. We could clarify things. Yeah.
Now, kids, during the cartoon, go and find your parents wherever they are in the house, even if they're sleeping.
Yeah.
You might get in trouble for that one, huh?
Oh,
Roscoe?
tell them to drag their
Well,
soggy
get your
cornflakes
parents.
on over, and we'll watch this.
This is
you
a
know,
pretty
'cause it's pretty
important show today, so get your parents, bring them in front of the TV and say, hey, Mom and Dad, after this cartoon, I want you to watch the Ranger Charlie and Roscoe show today, because this is an important one. So go get your parents. We'll be
That's
right back.
We'll be back after this cartoon. Yo!
Hey kids, go get your parents.
That's right. Go get your parents, because today's show is real important for them to watch, too. We'll be right back.
All right.
Hey, hi, everybody. Well, we're going to get some questions answered about this stranger stuff, so Roscoe's not
Pretty
so
confusing
confused.
stuff here. We
Yeah.
gotta learn. Yeah.
This is Michael Rosen.
Hi there.
And he's got a program where he goes around to school districts and teaches children about strangers and awareness prevention, all kinds of stuff. So go ahead, Michael.
Okay.
Maybe you can help. Roscoe's having trouble figuring out what a stranger looks like.
You have a great question. That's a very good question. Lots of kids ask me that question. What is a stranger? What is a stranger? A stranger, somebody said it before, is anybody that you don't know. Anybody that you don't know is a stranger. And if anybody, Roscoe, that you don't know is a stranger, then guess what a stranger looks like?
Wait, it looks like anybody.
Anybody that you don't know.
Really?
That's right. So
That's
how do you
smart.
know if they're a good stranger or a bad stranger? I'm going to give you 3 examples of people. And then I'm going to ask you if you think that's a stranger or not. And I want you to tell me yes or no if you think it's a stranger, okay? And you can help too, Roscoe and Ranger
Okay,
Charlie.
okay. Figure
First
this out.
person, you're out and you're playing on the playground with a friend, and this big guy on a big motorcycle with a beard and a greasy shirt comes riding up to you. You think that's a stranger? What? That's right. That's a
Yes,
stranger. Very good. That's stranger. Okay, number 2.
Yeah.
You're outside, you're playing with your friend, and somebody, like a little old lady, a grandma, comes walking up to you. And she's got some groceries, and maybe she's got a little puppy with her, and it looks really cute. And she calls you over. Can you come over here and talk to me, little kid? Now, do you think that's a stranger too? Yeah, that's right. Good for you. That's right, that's a stranger too. Okay, one more. You're sitting at home, you're watching TV, and your mom or dad come home from work, and with your mom or dad is a friend of theirs from work, somebody you haven't met before, and they're going to have dinner with you tonight. Now, do you think that person's a stranger too? Yeah, very good. That's right. If you haven't met the person before, then they're a stranger. No matter what they look like, if they're dressed really nicely and driving a nice car, or they're dressed in rags and they don't look very nice at all, it doesn't matter. If you don't know them, then they're a stranger. So if all 3 of those people are strangers, do you think all strangers are bad? Right, not all strangers are bad. No, that's right. So how do you know if somebody's a good stranger or a bad stranger? You don't know, that's right. And if you don't know, say no. If you're not sure, don't go. And that's a good rule. You can use that a lot. You can use it too, Roscoe.
I like
It'll
that
help you.
rule.
Yeah, that's a good one.
If you
Okay.
don't know, don't go.
What if a stranger comes over and talks to you? What are you going to do? Roscoe, has anybody ever told you not to talk to strangers?
Well, yeah, Ranger tells me that all the time.
Right, don't talk to strangers. Lots of people's parents tell them not to talk to strangers. One problem with that, though, is that if you don't say anything at all when a stranger talks to you, then how does anybody else know that the stranger's talking to you?
Ooh.
See, you're just a kid right now, and you need to let other adults know when a stranger is trying to talk to you. So what I want you to do from now on when a stranger starts to talk to you is you're going to say 3 things to them. You're going to say, you're a stranger to me. I cannot talk to you, so leave me alone. Now that might sound a little bit rude. And some people who are good strangers and they're just trying to talk to you, they might feel bad that you said that to them. But you're kids, and you live in a kid's world. And sometimes grown-ups forget what kids' rules are like, and they make mistakes. And it's your job to remind them, you're a stranger to me, and so I can't talk to you, so leave me alone, and say it really loud. I want everybody to try it together. You're a stranger to me. Everybody.
You're a stranger to me.
Good. Louder. I cannot talk to you.
I cannot talk to you.
Good. So leave me alone.
Leave me alone.
Good.
Dude.
Very good.
Yeah.
Good job.
That's what you do when a stranger comes over to talk to you. That way, other people around you will hear you. Other adults will look to see what's happening. If it's a bad stranger, that person will leave you alone. Bad strangers don't like for other people to see them talking to you. If nobody pays attention when a bad person is talking to you and you're yelling like that and nobody's paying attention to you, like sometimes if you're at the playground and kids are screaming all over the place at the playground, you need to get attention. There are two things you can do to get attention when a bad stranger is bothering you. One of them is you can say, "You're not my father, you're not my mother, leave me alone." When other adults hear that that person is bothering you and they're not your parent, they'll come over to
That's
see
a
what's
good one.
happening.
'Cause
That's a
otherwise
real
they
good
might
one.
think that the stranger is your parent.
Right. Some
That's a really
kids
good
don't like to leave the park.
Mm-hmm.
And when their parents say, "Come along now, it's time to go home," they, "I don't want to go home, let me go." And sometimes they'll even go over. Your own mom or dad will pick you up and carry you off to the car, and you're yelling, "Put me down, I don't want to go, I don't want to go." Nobody else at the park knows if that's your mom or dad. So if it's a stranger who does that, you always say, "It's not my father, it's not my mother." Also, eye contact. If I'm talking right now and Ranger Charlie is looking over here at you kids, she might not hear everything I say. But if I look at Ranger Charlie and I see that she's looking at me, then I know she's listening to me. So you can yell, "You're not my mother, you're not my father," but also look. Try and get eye contact with somebody else.
So find people who are in the park or the mall or wherever it happens and look straight at their eyes and say, "You're not my mother, you're not my father," so they know you mean it.
That's
Exactly.
a good idea.
Now, what about the buddy system? I remember you mentioning that before.
The buddy system works really well too. Lots of people use the buddy system. Police officers use the buddy system. Firefighters use the buddy system. The buddy system is when you take a friend with you no matter where you go. If you go out to ride your bike or you go out to play in the park, take a friend with you. It works because of three things. One, if you're with somebody else, bad strangers won't want to talk to you. And two, if you get hurt, fall down, somebody's there to help you. And three, it's a lot more fun to be with a friend.
That's the best
Sounds
part.
like a plan. Okay, well, after the break, you think you can show us some other things? like
Sure,
with
I'd be happy to.
Okay, I think we've got a volunteer here to help you out, too, so we'll be right back.
It's going to be fun. Yeah. We'll be right back.
Okay, Michael, we're ready for you and Amanda to show us some escape methods.
Great. I'm going to show you a couple different ways to get away from a stranger who tries to grab you. Watch really carefully because you can practice these at home. First one is if you're wearing a coat and somebody comes up behind you and they grab you by the jacket. What you can do is simply make your arms really loose like wet spaghetti noodles, wiggle your shoulders from side to side, and then run away and let them have your coat. Okay, Amanda's going to show you. I come up and I grab her by the coat and whoop, there she goes. She's gone out of the coat.
Hey, good
Now
job,
maybe she
Amanda.
lost her coat, but that's okay because she's safe. The next one is if somebody comes up in front of you and grabs you from the shoulders. This is called momiji hazushi. And I put my hands on her shoulders. She fools me by saying, "Oh, please, mister, please don't hurt me."
Please, mister, please don't hurt
And
me.
then she raises her arms up and right back down. And the real important thing to remember is keep those elbows tight, bring them all the way up, and then back
Oh,
down.
she tricked
just
you,
like
yeah.
that. And your hands slip right off.
That's
the
good.
next one is called a gravity escape. And this is if somebody comes up behind you and tries to pick you up. They reach around your waist, they grab you, and they lift you up. What you're going to do is use relaxation by lifting your arms and relaxing your shoulders, and then gravity by dropping down to the floor, right down to your knees. Okay, now watch how Amanda escapes as I do this. I come up and right out she
Woo.
goes.
That's a good
okay,
one.
Feel
that
right
one
out
works
of it.
really good, especially for small kids. It works really well. One more is called a leg wrap. In case somebody tries to put you in their car, you don't want to go in their car. Amanda's going to put her legs together, put them right between my knees, and hook them on. And at the same time, reach around my arms and hold on with her hands. Up she goes, and now I'm going to try and put her down. I can't do it. She's stuck.
Whoa.
And now I
That's a
can't
good
put
one.
her in my car. Then when I get tired, she can drop down and run. 4 different ways for you to escape.
Very good.
That's pretty
Okay,
neat.
we're going to go to a cartoon and we'll be right back.
All right.
Oh, we got birthdays to do, Roscoe.
Oh, the birthdays. We can't watch
Birthdays.
cartoons. Yeah, we got
Yeah,
birthdays.
okay, you guys
Let's
ready
do
for
it.
the birthday rap?
Hit the music, dudes.
Okay.
Hey, kids, it's birthday time. So join us now for our birthday rhyme. We've got Roscoe, the kids, Ranger Charlie too. ready to wish a happy birthday to you. Happy, happy Bubba birthday to you. Ha ha ha, happy, happy, happy birthday to you. Happy, happy Bubba birthday to you. Ha ha ha, happy, happy, happy birthday to you.
Wow, a lot
right.
of you guys knew the song today. You've been
Good job,
practicing.
everybody. Whoa.
Now, another good thing to practice is the techniques that Michael showed us today, so you can get together with your parents and try a couple of these. Now we'll go to a cartoon.
That's right. Let's watch that cartoon. Yeah.
Gracious, I gotta get started for the...
Well, Michael, looks like it's time for us to say thanks for teaching us all that
Yeah,
stuff about
thanks a
strangers.
lot.
So
So everybody,
thank you.
thank you. Yeah.
See you later, everybody.
Okay.